Hello everyone. Let's wait a few more minutes so other attendees can join. Let's get started with the webinar. I'm Danny Cruz and I've been working as a UX/UI designer at SPIKRA for last 1.5 years. So also with me, Syed Salahuddin, developer. We will be the co-organizer. So in this webinar, we are going to learn about redefining interaction with adaptive fluid interface of liquid glass UI. So before the webinar begins, we'll conduct a poll. Kindly provide your response. I will run a poll. I can vote the poll is on the live. Okay. Most of them have selected liquid glass UI. So it's good from you. And we'll have one more poll to run. Just a minute. Yeah. So the poll is like, where do you think UI design will evolve in the next 5 years? The options are in live and choose. So most of them have selected AI generated UI. So that's great to see. So let's start. So I really excited to have all you here as we explore a fantastic and fast-growing trend in the designing world called liquid glass UI. And this is not about just aesthetics; it's about creating experience that feel alive, practical, and emotionally engaging. And by the end of this session, you will not only understand what liquid glass UI is, but also what's becoming and also why it's becoming a game changer in the design space. So this is the agenda of this webinar. So we have a small introduction of liquid glass UI, key characteristics of liquid glass UI, and we have why it's trending, and number 4 is what's the technology behind liquid glass UI, and what are the challenges and limitations faced in liquid glass UI, and finally we have the future scope of this topic. So first, so its introduction to liquid glass UI. We'll have small introduction about liquid glass UI. So yes, so what's exactly liquid glass UI is? Imagine touching your phone screen and seeing it respond like ripples in water, like smooth, organic, and almost real, right? So yeah, this style is inspired by real world materials, specifically like liquid trapped within glass and how it bends light, destroys shapes, and flows naturally. And it's not just high candy kind of thing. It's about making the interface more engaging, natural, and even emotionally resonant for the user. So like in simple words, it's like bringing a piece of physical reality into digital world. uh, we'll jump into second topic called key characteristics of this glass UI. There are uh, there are few traits that define liquid glass UI. First, fluid motion. So fluid motion is Everything responds like liquid, like sliders, buttons, menus. So that gives the sense of softness and natural environment. So second is transparency and refraction. As we see, like it just look like a real glass, but it bends and scatters light and creating the depth of the element. And third is shape adaptability. Um, it's like the element shift and molds depending on how the user interacts. And fourth is soft glow and realistic shadows. It actually adds depth without making it too heavy visually, right? So next and finally, sensory engagement. So even though it's visually um, almost like tricks the brain into feeling the surface, uh, and that's where the magic happens, right? So next is and why it's trending. So yeah. So why is everyone talking about liquid glass UI now? Because the trend goes in cycle, and after a few years of flat and minimalistic styles, people are carving smooth something richer and more emotional, right? So liquid glass delivers that wow factor while still feeling modern and clean, and it also have pairs beautifully with high refreshing rate screen, AR and VR devices, and even more luxury brand applications, right? And for companies, yeah, like it's a way to stand out. A signature, it's kind of a signature style that's memorable and instantly recognizable, right? So next is what's the technology behind the liquid glass UI, and how does it work, right? So this effect is doesn't just magically appear. It's powered by some pretty advanced technologies. So we use GPU powered rendering for smooth animations, shaders for realistic transparency and refraction, and it also have real time physics simulations to mimic liquid movements. And for developers, this means working with WebGL, CSS tricks, and high performance UI frameworks. And the interface can even respond differently based on the touch pressure, gesture direction, or cursor speed. And it also make more immersive and interactive. So, so we have like I have some use cases where we can actually use liquid glass UI in mobile apps for we can use in sliders, cards, and interactive menus. In smart home panels, we can also use this in smart home panels by making controls feel sleek and futuristic, and in automotive dashboards where it can create a luxury feel while staying functional. And perhaps the most exciting thing is in VR and AR environments where realism and immersion goes hand in hand, where you all see Apple's Vision Pro, right? So there the Apple uses the liquid glass theme where the users can see the background with the blur effect. So it gives the confident and clean view of the buttons or the icons. So Next is what are the challenges and limitations uh, faced in liquid class UI. So, of course, like any design approaches, it's not perfect or something else. So the main challenge is performance, right? So performance, the liquid glass effects are GPU intensive. So on a low power device, it can cause some lags, or it may also make the devices slow. So, and there is also some limited browsers and platform supports. Some effects just won't work everywhere yet, right? So yeah. So the accessibility in other concern is heavy transparency can reduce the text legibility if not designed carefully, right? If we have to design the uh, we have to handle the liquid glass element with proper measures. And finally, the overuse can make it feel gimmick kind of thing. So it's all about the balance, right? Yeah, we have to properly design what it needed and what it doesn't need, doesn't wanted to make it clumsy. And I just have a small comparison. So in the left side, we have a control panel where this is the first version of Liquid Glass UI, and in the right side, we have the second version of UI. So in the comparison from visual cluster to clarity, where in the first version of liquid glass UI released by the Apple. Many of them were like like obsessed with why they have introduced this kind of updates where the buttons are not clear and visually it's not appealing. So and after a few updates, few days, the Apple has released the new update where Apple refined the liquid glass update, removes background blending and easy cognitive states, where and delivering a clean and more intuitive control center experience. So this is where the Apple stands off from all the mobile device companies. So next is the future scope. So where do we go from here? So we have already seeing early experiments with AI personalized UIs, right? Where the liquid shapes adapt to your mood, preferences, or even your environment, right? So haptic feedbacks could soon make it possible to feel the movement of liquid on touchscreens, and we will also see performance improvements. So it runs smoothly even on low power devices, and eventually, I believe it can become a cross-platform standards. So appearing in web, mobile, AR, and VR, and some physical device interfaces. So I just have a closing statement called Liquid Glass UI is not just a style, it's a sensory experience that bridges the gaps between the digital and the tangible. So it's the proof that UI design is moving beyond just looking good. It's all about creating an uh, experience that user can almost feel. Yeah. So so Um, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope this section inspires you to think differently about what's possible in UI design. Now I'd love to hear your thoughts and answer any questions you might have. You can ask me in the chat. The chat is open now. You can have wait for 2 minutes. There is no question. Let end up this session. So thank you all. If you have any questions or design needs, you can drop the mail to sales@spikra.com. We have uh, we have mentioned the phone number and as well as the website. So we have started a new service called designer service. So you can actually book a call with the consultant so that we can approach with the design needs. So, and this recordings will be posted on SPIKRA's YouTube channel. You can also take the things from there. Thank you. Thank you all.